how to become an authority in your niche by getting more eyeballs on your stuff. Stick around because I got 3 things we're going to talk about. Number 1, create that valuable content. Number 2, we're going to talk about creating the evergreen content. And number three, we're going to talk about being on multiple channels. So stick around because I got a lot more to talk about.
Life is short, really, really short.
Hey, my name is Brandon with BrandonHemming.com, where I help home-based business owners learn the latest marketing techniques and business growth strategies so that you can streamline your business to live the life that you wanted. And we do this by using courses and tools and everything else to help you do just that. We systemize everything we have. So if you would like the notes for this, put #notes in the bottom for me. If you would like if you get a moment where you're like, oh my gosh, this is so good, put #aha for me. And I'd be happy to reach out and talk to you. And if you're just looking for some help, put #help. And I'd be more than happy to reach out. We'll talk and we'll just see if we can come up with some plan for you to help you out, move you forward in your business. And again, today, we're going to talk about how to get more eyeballs on your stuff so that you become the authority in your niche. And it's like 3 things we're going to talk about is that valuable content, showing up, and evergreen. Those are 3 very foundational items. Number 1, we're going to talk about this one is creating that valuable content, right? You have to know what it is that your people are looking for, right? And it's huge because if you have the best content in the world, but you're speaking to the wrong market, ain't going to happen. It's going to fall on deaf ears. I gave an example the other day, I was talking to a client. And what we did is I said, we were having this discussion around this topic. And I said, the people that I'm looking to work with, I said, if I took and ran this experiment, which I was running an experiment with a Facebook ad and video marketing specifically, and how we can capture more attention quicker, because let's face it, everybody's mindset is, well, we have the attention span of a gnat, right? It just is. And it's getting less and less each day. So I said, okay. I ran a Facebook ad, and I started off what I normally would start off as like, hey, this is Brandon Hemming with BrandonHemming.com, blah, blah, blah. 3 seconds are up, right? Well, I was researching and said that most people, if you don't capture their attention, at least within the first 3 seconds, and then tell them what exactly it is they need to stick around for in the first 10 seconds, you've lost them. So I ran a Facebook ad. I did the usual intro like I normally would do, just like I said. And I had like 2,500 people watch, right? That's quite a few people the first 3 seconds. So they got to hear me. Hey, this is Brandon Hemming with BrandonHemming.com. And then it dropped from 2,500. I think it was the last time I looked was it dropped to 100. They got to a 10-second part. And then after that, it was like 5. So telling me, I said, if I took that data and I changed a few things around and I offered that out to the community and to the people, do you think there's a very specific set of people that would be interested in that information? And it was just a light bulb moment for her. She was like, oh, I didn't think about that. So you have to create valuable content for your people. You have to know what they're wanting. All right. And number 2, all right, is show up. You have to show up. And this goes right back with doing the video. If people aren't able to see your goodness and your message and who you are, guess what? Nobody's going to know. You can't help anyone. You can't impact the world. You can't impact one person because they don't know you. And that's what I'm trying to help people do, right? You have to show up. Now, you have to pick a place. You have to know where it is that your stuff is working. Is Facebook ads working? Is doing organic stuff on Facebook and just posting on your profile working for you? Is it over on LinkedIn? Is it just doing YouTube stuff? Is it doing blogs? What is working, right? You have to know this, which I just got involved with some stuff and it's amazing. And it's going to help me know exactly where my stuff is going and where I need to focus my attention. It's like freaking amazing, right? So you have to do that. Now, the third thing, this is so important, Evergreen. And if you don't understand the concept of Evergreen, is if you do a Facebook Live on your Facebook profile, after about 10 seconds, 10 seconds after it's over, unless you're making some comments and things like that, it's gone. 24 hours, where did it go? I don't know. It's not in people's news feeds, that's for sure. However, if you pick out at very specific places where that is actually evergreen, such as YouTube, such as a blog, and that's what we're going to talk some really cool stuff about that. YouTube and blogs, that's yours. It's going to stay. My coach and mentor, he's talking about that. He makes money off of his blog every single month. That's huge. From 2013 and 2012, he's making money off of things that he was promoting then and still does. So evergreen content, you have to keep it. It's yours. That's the long-term play. But if you do it right, you can actually have short-term play, which I'm creating a course right now. It's called Promotional Frenzy. Oh, amazing, right? So it is putting your stuff out there in front of everyone so you can get immediate feedback. I did a blog post yesterday. Just an example. And I used the techniques that I'm talking about. And guess what? I already have 2 comments and 2 likes on my blog post. That you say 2, ooh, but how many people go years and years and years without getting anything on their blog post? That's key. And I literally just started my blog not too long ago. So there's a couple of things I want to kind of throw this out here for you guys today. There's my coach. He's doing a start to finish. It's a blog post, a blog course, and a challenge. So it's 8 weeks. We started last week, but it's all recorded. And if you're interested in something like that, it's Brandon Hemming. There's no space. BrandonHemming.com/6 figure, right? You can jump into that with me. And if you do, before tomorrow night, which is Thursday night at midnight, I've got a few things I'm going to show you and you're going to get as part of the course. Number 1 is the Promotional Frenzy course. That's exactly what it is that I'm going to do. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing to create those 2 likes and 2 comments on my blog post with no ads. That's key. It's huge. So, if you can take one thing that you're promoting and get multiple eyeballs on it, pretty cool stuff. The next one, this is priceless because to see somebody work, I'm actually building out a blog currently for my wife. You're going to want, we'll have a Q&A session. We're going to have time to sit and walk through some of this stuff. And I'm going to have some special trainers in there because, sometimes it gets a little techy, but it's not that bad. It's really not that hard to put one together if you use the right tools. That's the key, using the right tools. So you'll get that. You'll get access to Repurposing Mayhem. Woo! That's a freaking amazing course. And I'm still building that out because it's amazing, because it's always something new. But taking one piece of content like this video and going to different channels and putting it up and making it look good for that channel and what that channel wants and actually doing it. Okay. And so this is one that's fairly new. It's a blog. It's a two done for you blog posts. It's easily for somebody to write the copy out. You're talking $1,000 for each, right? $2,000 for one, or for both of the blog posts. I'll show you exactly what I did. So, you can go, for example, go to brandonhemming.com / blogging -for -beginners, blogging for beginners. Check it out. Look at it. It's pretty cool. And it's actually got some SEO optimization and stuff like that in there as well. So you're talking like a total value of at least $1,500, $1,494. And if that's something that's interested of you, you're wanting to build a blog, we can do this step by step together, and I can show you how to promote it because that's going to be driving traffic. So again, just as a recap today, we're going to talk about this, how to get more eyeballs on your stuff, right? So that you become an authority. And a blog is probably one of the best ways to become an authority in your niche, is create that valuable content, show up daily and show up consistently. You don't have to do it daily. And a lot of big gurus say, oh, you have to do it every day. No, you don't. You have to show up consistently. And I'll show you how to take one blog post, one video, and create multiple pieces of content through this Repurposing Mayhem. And you can it's very doable, right? And be evergreen, right? You have to be evergreen. YouTube, blog post, blogs, you got to have the 2. You have to. If you're in this for the long haul, you have to have them. So again, valuable content, show up, and be evergreen, right? You got to have it do it. So again, if you what you're interested in, you want to do it, hit brandonhemming.com. There's no space in the Brandon Hemming there. brandonhemming.com/6 figure, and it'll take you right over to it. And you can join the course, join the challenge, and you'll get these bonuses as well, as long as you do it before midnight tomorrow night. We'll talk to you later. Have an awesome day. Bye.
Because it's really cool and so easy to do, but most of us don't do it.
Life is short, really, really short.